Alright guys, welcome to Dummynation. Today we're gonna do random country roulette, 118 group code, queue up. In the last video, we came up with a name, but I think for like a role that not a lot of players play in Dummynation. Well, I think there's a few players that do it very well. Noob, Lonely does it really well. I haven't seen Kraft do it, but I'm pretty sure he knows the concepts of how to do it. I believe I've seen Tricks do it. Mapper's good at it too. There are people who don't like doing it, like Aloe does not like doing it. But it's the stack killer. That's the role. We love our stack killers. So what a stack killer does, they want to farm as much poor land as possible, taking it away from people like Nigeria, people like Australia, NATO. They want as much poor land as possible, and the reason being is that's going to be what fuels them to, similar to China military production, similar to USA military production, but it allows them to just clap stacks with impunity. Like, they can just cap spin all day right now. This role will get nerfed in version 3.2 somehow, where you will not, where this cap spin thing will not be as effective. But as of right now, this is a great role to play in games. We'll just see what random country we get. With 40 players, I'm expecting there to be like some craziness. Okay, Norway is not the ideal country to be doing a stack killer run with. For sure. Like, it is a terrible country for that, because you start off with way too much GDP per capita. And because Norway's GDP per capita is so high, you have to run 28% liquidity start. Alright, let's do Helistruction. And let's begin our attacks. Gambia, this all stuff. Nigeria's probably going to get rushed by Lonely here. So, like, I have a country which you do not really want to do the stack killer concept with, because it's just too damn weak for that role. See a poison shrimp. Seen them around. They seem to be a decent enough player. Like, they've made our games hectic in the past. Poison Shrimp has made our games hectic in the past, so they're a decent enough player. So for Lonely and Tricks to be taking them out this early is huge. Is India falling yet? No. Pakistan's not rushing it. Damn. Alright. So now we have to be able to afford infantry with reserves. The problem for Norway, in particular, they start with so rich land, we're never going to be able to run the stack killer role properly without significant population. Like, we need to be getting population right now. Now, because Norway starts with a really small population, we can prioritize going for lower pop countries with really low GDP. If you're UK, you don't really want to prioritize going for Guinea-Bissau, the Gambia, Sierra Leone, Liberia. You don't prioritize that because you have too much population. It's not going to dent you as much as like a Nigeria. Now, granted, a Nigeria would be a great prize for a Norway, but it's not the priority. The priority is getting a lot more pop at once, which has a much bigger impact on their GDP per capita. Yeah. Oh yeah, I also forgot to do research. So even though we're not stack killer rule right now, because Norway just starts with way too much GDP, And if you don't get enough population, you're not going to get anywhere. It's still worthwhile. Okay, let's switch you to this fascism level. And let's build up our tanks right now. This is the cheapest we're going to get, so let's build them all. And we will stay fascist for now. We're staying fascist for now because we do need to build another stack of tanks later. Because guess what hasn't fallen yet? Norway! You know what's interesting? The only thing that's falling right now in the east is Taiwan. Like, holy shit. Alright, Trix has a lot more pop than me. I'm pretty sure we're gonna share Tanzania here. But we do need both. I kinda need it all. He needs it all too. So as a result, we're gonna be competing for it all here. Hopefully they're not reserve spamming, and they're reserve spamming, aren't they? Taiwan is out of the game. Womp womp. It does look like UK used too many troops, and Brazil is on their butt right now. Welcome back, Craft. So this game, it's just Trix, Lonely, and I. Lonely did bid. I made it clear that we weren't bidding at all. So if Lonely loses, the influence is on him. That's all I'm gonna say. I made it clear that we weren't bidding. Alright. Alright, these... We're gonna take the safe way around. There you go. We're not gonna have you go loopy-doop, hunky-dory everywhere. We're gonna have you take the safe path. Now South Korea falls. Now Japan's about to fall too. At the very start of the game, you could safely pass through Egypt. At this point, I wouldn't risk it. True that. That is 100% accurate. I would not risk it. Brazil's trying their best to get to you. Niger is a player in the area too. Yeah. So here's the thing, Lonely. They know about the stack killer role. The stack killer role is super powerful. Alright. Now we can afford this preset under fascism. Our next goal now needs to be reducing our liquidity so we can afford the infantry preset. Still under fascism, but at 20% liquidity. After that, then we start considering like commie straps and stuff. Alright, this is the last gasp of tanks that we're going to build. After that, it's all infantry. So we need as much population as we can get right now. And as much research as we can get. What is the stack killer strat? It's based the stack killer. I call it the stack killer role because it's another name for commie strat. But effectively what you do is kill stacks. You don't really worry about taking land. You kill stacks. That's the stack killer role. You don't do it in random games because you're usually going to be the country doing the work. But when you have teammates, you want someone in that role. The one where they are going to kill stacks. Like, usually we have either Umzek or Lonely or even Noob in that role. They love doing it seems. Like, like, Noob had this video of him just cap spinning China and Japan. Or, not video, but replay of him cap spinning Japan and stuff. It's like, holy shit. It's a powerful role in the current state of the game. It's going to get nerfed, though. My cap spin roll is 100% getting nerfed. Or, like, I would also call it cap spin roll, but the thing is that cap spinning is going to get nerfed, so we can't permanently call it cap spin roll. It's going to be called stack killer roll because of that. All right, we're at the point where we can probably consider a swap to Kami. We still don't have enough people to really make it work. But we're at that point where we can consider it, at least. Our stack also has a lot of imbalances, which is why we're running like a 2070. We could probably lower this, make it an 1872. I shared the Monaco screenshot. Yeah, I've seen the Monaco screenshot. Even the dev knows about the Monaco screenshot. That's just a grid thing. Alright, I think Uganda falls here. Nope, it does not. Womp womp. Gotta keep going. Alright, Uganda has fallen. And with that, we need to keep going. Now India's falling, and it's crucial that someone now, and USA's defending them. Huge, 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 huge. Thank you, Lonely, for the call. All right, what I'm gonna do is grab Zambia just for population, and we're gonna go into our stack killer role. Is Norway good for a stack killer? And the reason I'm calling it stack killer instead of suicide roll, we need a title safe for YouTube. If I say suicide roll, it's gonna get like demonetized. Next time I get Israel, I'm running to Malta, not Monaco. Did you do a split or did you take both? Did you take both or did you take just Monaco? Zambia's falling. Oh, USA's really strong. Guess who's weak? China. Now, they still have a significant amount. Yeah. Ah. Anyway, I am finishing off Zambia with the intent of going into Zimbabwe. The goal is still run full Kami strat. It's hard to do with just 250 mil. Yeah, you gotta play on phone for the rest of the stream. You lost connection. Ah, okay. We'll try and go as long as I can't have energy. I'm probably gonna try and go. I'm gonna shoot for 3 hours, but I'm not sure if we'll make it that long. Okay. Well, China has no troops, by the way. Just letting you know. Next target, probably Ghana? Just your bedtime schedule? Ah, okay. Alright. We're actually going to go for conscription here. Norway does not run stack killer that well, that's for sure. Like, we still have this, apparently. Alright. Getting there, our main stack is getting to Ghana. We're going to attack Ghana. It will continue lowering GDP per cap, by the way. Let's go. At some point, I think I am going to greed Nigeria. The reason I am going to greed Nigeria is very simple. We just need the fucking population, man. We really need the pop. For any sort of like commie strat as like even Norway or stack killer, we need the population of Nigeria. We can't make it work with what we have. So we're just gonna go for it now, Nigeria. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still making 15, but we could be making 16 if we had lower GDP per capita. Like, it still should work. Just not as well as it could be. Also, I'm not even sure if it's relevant at this point with China having totally fallen. Brazil is doing counterplay. Absolutely necessary for them to do it, but still. So as Nigeria falls, we should slowly be able to afford this preset. Alright, let's push in. Yeah, 108. Not the best. SSC would also be nice. Pakistan bots out. Because they weren't able to produce the troops. Because they weren't running commie strat. Or they weren't running the stack killer stuff. I mean, at this point, we just gotta rush Pakistan, right? It's more population than Nigeria is right now. Yeah. We're able to afford our strat, though. Like, Kami is fully up and running. This is full go. Ah, we gave it to Trix, not me. Womp womp. Alright, let's continue into Nigeria. Also, the good thing about Norway, you start off with a lot of tanks. If you don't lose your stack, you can run commie strip for quite some time, and then you'll get your balanced army. It's crazy, right? Actually, half of you go here. You just spread. Just keep pushing. It's fine. You? I think I'm blocked off from going into Niger. Yeah, I'm totally blocked off. Therefore, we're just gonna rush Pakistan. The reason you rush Pakistan here, we just need the. There we go. There it is. We can afford our infantry preset. Who has Benin? Brazil, who is just getting absolutely smoked now. Like, I would finish this off myself if this wasn't here. If all of India's population too wasn't here. Yeah, all of India's population is here. The gap is finally closing. Largest militaries: USA, Norway, France, Mexico, United Kingdom, Sweden, Vietnam, India, Iran, Indonesia. Somehow Norway's sitting on the second largest military in the world. Like, Lonely can afford 30% tank. I'm producing 18 mil. And that's with a nerfed manpower stat. If I can get conscription, we'll be producing 21 mil military power. Now, there are things more powerful than the stack killer roll. Hey, Mimi Kago, what's up? We are making a video on how important the stack killer roll is in team games. Other names for it are commie strap, suicide roll, only wanting poor land roll. Like, we don't want any of this extra. We don't want it. We kept Norway and Earth making it work. It's crazy. I don't think we ever balanced our stack either. We have 2 million reserves, mostly because we're continuing to fight Pakistani reserves. We're finally at the point where we are the enforcer of stack killing. Yeah, right here. 22.5 military power per year. Crazy. Right? It's at the point where even India wants to join in. Now, at this point, we can afford our preset, so I am actually okay with giving India back their land once Pakistan is out of the way. In fact, we'll go for Bangladesh too. Actually, with Mexico coming, we're just going to retreat. Everything into one stack. Because Mexico can't really fight us on one stack. We have a better stack than they do. There, send one up there. And then do this. I don't even think we finish off Pakistan. We might finish off Bangladesh before game over. But at this point, Pakistan's a lost cause because of, Mexico. Okay, this should cause Bangladesh to concede. Like, we should have enough of it. Alright, where did they get to then? Well, they don't have anything. Just send a 10th then. Just send someone to kill it. There we go. Now Bangladesh is out of the game. Good. Now we go self-sufficient economy. Focus on making our preset affordable. We can even lower our liquidity. Like, this is perfect stack killer setup. Has India requested for their land back? I don't think they have at all. Which is why I'm not too worried about giving it back to them. And then guess who leaves? China. Figures. Alright, at this point, we could probably get away with giving India back their land. Oh my god. That's crazy. It is GG's. We didn't really do any like crazy mechanics for killing stacks. But yeah. We showed the idea of how to do it. Even countries like Norway can do it. It's crazy what... Right, there you go. GG's. We'll take it. That was a good game for Blue. Well, Japan, South Korea didn't really get rushed early. They were able to build up. We'll take this game. I didn't really show any stack killing, but the idea was if red team was actually performing better, we would eventually like just start taking out their stacks without like invading out their land. That's the essence of that role. Let me know what you guys think of the role though in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.